Alrighty. Hopefully I am on live. When you get in here, let me know if you can see me. Just comment down below. I want to make sure like all of my comments and stuff's working. So, hi. How's everybody doing tonight? I want to it's working. Hi. Oh, I'm on YouTube. Hi. How are you doing? Hi. Hey, Karen. Hey, over there on YouTube, so y'all can see me. Okay. Hey, Mary. How are you? Hi, Sissy. Oh my God. Sissy says it's my first time on here. Well, thank you for being a part of tonight. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Erin. How's everybody doing tonight? I look like a hot mess. I feel like I am like, hey, Chantel, how are you? I feel like I am, is it Vicky Faye? I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Hi from California. Oh my gosh. Hi. I'm so glad that you're here. Hey, Whitney. I feel like I'm blending in. Y'all, my lights are just awful. I've got to figure this out. Like this whole new lighting thing. Hey, Dana. Is it Dana or Dana? Pesca. I know I'm saying your name wrong. I know I am. Hey, Keith. Oh my gosh. From Lucedale. What? We are not far apart from each other. What in the world? I come to Lucedale all the time. I go to that little coffee shop. You know, that little coffee shop on Main Street? I go there all the time. Hey, Courtney. Oh my gosh. Okay. How's everybody tonight? I had to get my kids settled. Can y'all see me okay? Or am I like too lit up? I got to get some new lights, I guess, because like where I'm at is super dim. Me and my mom went to your signings when I was around 15 or 16. Was it the one I had a book signing? Wasn't it a book signing? And I had one in Lucedale, Mississippi years ago. Was it that one? That's insane. Oh my God, in Leakesville. Yeah, I did. I had a book signing in Leakesville, Mississippi. Gosh, that's been forever ago. You know, I have some new material out. I have it's called Memories to Hold. It's a grief workbook. And it is on Amazon. It's called Memories to Hold. It's a reflective journal and grief workbook. And I do grief workshops now. And I also have a little children's book. It's called Emma's Shining Star. So, yeah, you have to check it out. They've been wanting me to, like, I need to get with them so I can come back and do some book signings. That would be really cool, actually. Maybe we can get that going. But I'm so glad that you're here. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hey, Tara. Thank you. This was I've had a lot of people wanting to know. I will have to get the artist that did this painting for me. I had some friends get this done for me. Steve from Gulfport, Steve Greenfield, and all of them had this made for me, and I'm so thankful for it. I've had a lot of people. So they went to like I think a really known popular artist on the Gulf Coast. I think I had said the name before, but I will get the name and I will post it in the comment section. I'll get it pinned or whatever so y'all know. Oh, my mom is on here. I hope everybody is doing good. So if you're new here, hi. I am trying my hardest to start going live a lot more. A lot of people has noticed a little different. There's some different things that's happening with my work right now. As of right now, I have took a break on one-on-one Zoom sessions. So if you email at angelleassistant@gmail.com, you'll get a notification back, like you'll get like an automated thing, just kind of telling you some new updates. That's what's happening and that kind of thing. My goal is like, let me just kind of tell y'all a few little things real quick. I am still doing Zoom sessions. As of right now, I'm doing group sessions on Zoom. So you can be anywhere in the world and still connect with me. I have really enjoyed group sessions. So let me talk about that for just a second. As of right now, my Zoom sessions is where it's very, very small. And I will tell y'all the number of people, because a lot of people is like, well, how many people's going to be in it? You'll see it posted. If you go to my page, be sure you're following me, engaging with me and that kind of thing. It's pinned and it says like gallery reserve. And so if you see that, you'll see a picture and it says gallery reserve, Zoom, that kind of thing. And if you're wanting to know more about it, this is like a gallery. Well, I wouldn't say it's a gallery reading. It is where you're going to come in on Zoom and every one of you are going to get a guaranteed reading. So it's not a gallery reading, because gallery readings in person is just a chance. Of course, I connect to a lot of souls and that kind of thing, and I try my hardest, but my Zoom groups right now is a guaranteed reading. So you actually get a guaranteed reading with me and with my groups that I'm having right now. And so April sold out really, really quick. We just had our April Zoom session group thingy. And we're only accepting 6 people. That's how small it is, y'all. So a lot of people's been wanting to know like how many's in it and that kind of thing. Well, you're getting a guaranteed reading. So it shouldn't matter really how many's in it, because I'm still going to focus on you. So each one of you, I'm going to have that time with y'all, and you're going to get a guaranteed reading. And when you're done, you can log out. And then later on in your email, you should have your scribbles that's going to be sent to you. And hey, Hazel, hi. You're going to have your scribble sent to you and a recording. I do highly recommend recording it, and that kind of thing on your own. But June's private gallery reserve is sold. Is it sold? Hold on, wait. I think Meredith is on here. Hey, Meredith. She's helping out. Oh, it's almost sold. So I think we only have a few spots available for the little Zoom gallery group that I'm doing. So I just wanted to clear that up, because I've had questions. How many is going to be in the group? That kind of thing. Y'all, we're only accepting 6 people, because I don't want to overdo it. And y'all know how I get when I do, my one-on-ones and that kind of thing. So I'm going to focus on each of you. You're going to get a guaranteed reading. And let's just say, knock on wood, that's not happened yet. But if for some reason I can't connect with you, you get a full refund back. So, that's not happened yet, but you just don't never know with spirit and that kind of thing. But so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm doing groups, guaranteed readings. So I say I'm not really doing one-on-ones, but I am. My goal was to come on here and start going live a lot more, getting on social media, making connections with you, getting you to get to know me. There might be nights I get on here and not do connections. I've had a lot of stress in my life. I know we all do. And I am in the process, especially after losing my dad. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I guess chill a little bit. I guess you would say that word. I've just been really, y'all, all I've been doing is focusing just on work and stress and anxiety. And I'm trying to bring joy back into my life. And sometimes it just takes time to step back, look around you, and figure some things out. And that's what I've been doing. I love doing readings. I'm not going to stop. That's who I am. But if people are wondering why I've not did one-on-one Zoom sessions right now, I'm only focusing on groups, but you're still getting that one-on-one time. I would love to start going live more, but I swear it's every week something bad has happened. We had a flood. I talked about that just a little bit ago. Hey, Donna, how are you? My laundry room, closet, and bedroom flooded on Sunday. And so I've been dealing with that. And honestly, that's why I've not went live this week. This week I was like, I'm going live. I've got things to do. And then that happened. And we're still not completely fixed. Everything is still a mess. I've got loads of laundry to do. But you know what? You know what? I got my coffee. And we're going to be fine. We're fine. We are fine. Hey, Melissa, is it Shavers? Not sure how all of this works, but hey, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Yes, and happy Mother's Day to all of you. Even the mamas in heaven and that kind of thing. I know that it's going to be tough on a lot of you. Right after Mother's Day is my dad's birthday. And so I just want to let you know that I know that they're celebrating big in heaven. Can you imagine how beautiful it is in heaven and the celebrations that they're having? Melissa, actually, I hope that you stay around. This is Melissa Shavers. I'm way back in the comments. So I'm kind of in the back. Melissa Shavers, who's that with you? Who's that? You got somebody with you. You got a man that's with you. It's a male energy. So I'm opening up to him. Hopefully he's going to come through. So don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Alrighty. So I did want to talk about that for just a second. We do have a few spots left for the group thing. If you want to be a part of it, guaranteed readings for each of you, that kind of thing. So all you have to do to be a part of that is email. Just email me. Email at angelleassistant@gmail.com. That's it. And I promise we're fixing to get started, but I wasn't for sure if I was getting on here to do readings or not. We was just, but I do feel some things. So if y'all are okay with it, I'd love to give some readings tonight if they want to come through. But I'm going to be a part of BearCon, and I really need your support. BearCon, I've been talking about it. You can go through my Facebook page, look at all of the stuff, all the posts that I've talked about it. Bear is a really good friend of mine that passed away actually the same day that my dad did. Literally just a few hours before my dad passed away, I got the phone call that he passed, and they are putting on BearCon. Beth has been working her tail off to make this happen, and I am so honored to be a part of it. It's going to be a lot of vendors that's going to be there. Just people who love bear, the same interest, that kind of thing. A lot of paranormal things is going to be happening. I will be at Octagon Hall in Franklin, Kentucky that Friday night for Bear Time Stories. And then the gallery reading is on Saturday. It's not at the Octagon Hall. I think it's at the Historical Society in Franklin, Kentucky. But you can find all the details and tickets to BearCon and I'm not over tickets. So a lot of people's been asking me questions. I'm not over the tickets for the gallery reading, but you can find the tickets for the gallery reading on my website at angelleague.org. Scroll to events and it's there. But you can also find the gallery reading tickets and BearCon if you want to come and check out BearCon. It's not much to be a part of it. For the admission to be a part of BearCon, just come be a part of BearCon, check out the vendors, come spend time with us, come hang out with us, and then come be a part of the gallery reading on Saturday. So BearCon tickets and the gallery reading tickets is also on soulonblaze.com, and it should be pinned. I'm pretty sure if I did it right, it should be pinned to the top of this post. If not, I will make sure that I pin the website, but it's www.soulonblaze.com. Go to that website. You can find the gallery reading tickets and BearCon. May 23rd, so it is coming up. And I'm so excited. A lot of people's been wanting to know how many seats are available for the gallery reading. This will be very intimate, which I love because it's going to be a lot more personal. I'm going to be walking around, connecting with your loved ones. You're just going to be able to feel the energy in the room. And yeah, I hope that you can come and be a part of it. Come support me, come support BearCon, especially if you've met Bear, if you've ever been to the Octagon Hall. It's definitely an experience. It's an experience. It's a beautiful experience. So hopefully you can come out and support all of us. There's going to be some wonderful people there. Let's see. Okay, now let me get to the comments. All righty. Okay, Karen said, always remember stress is dessert spelled backwards. Girl, I didn't even think of that. That makes sense. That's why I'm always eating when I'm stressed. That is too funny. Hey, Valerie, how are you? Alrighty. I'm trying to get, y'all, I'm just now getting caught up on the comments. Alrighty. Hey, Ash, how are you? Hey, Megan. Alrighty. So let's see here. I'm like just now, y'all. I am like way behind in the comments. So I'm just trying to scroll through real quick. Hey, Megan, how are you? Hey, Laura. And if I do say your name wrong, I do apologize. I am so sorry. Let's see. Does everybody have plans for Mother's Day? What are you planning to do for Mother's Day? Hey, Jen. Hey, Kayla. How are you, girl? Hey, Flo. Flo, I heard that you went to the Octagon Hall. And Beth, she is just amazing. I'm so glad that you got to meet her. Alrighty. Hey, Janet. Alrighty. I think I'm hey, Cheryl. How are you doing? Alrighty. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Hey, Athena. How are you? Athena. Athena. I hope you're doing good. I don't know why, Athena. And y'all, just so y'all know, I'm not a doctor. Just saying, I'm not a doctor. So never listen to spirit, yes, but never. If something medical comes through, please don't always consult doctors, please, always. But if something comes through, I will tell you like what I feel. But please always consult doctors. Anyway, Athena, when I read your name, I'm saying this when I read your name, I just saw potassium in red. It's weird. So I'm not saying that your potassium is low. I don't know why I saw that, but I'm still going to tell you. Hey Judy, how are you? Alrighty. Hey Chrissy. Okay. Alrighty. So if you're new here, I hope that you follow me on all my socials. I'm on YouTube. You can subscribe for free. Be sure to subscribe to my website at angelleigh.org. You can subscribe, y'all, for free. You should receive my newsletters and that kind of thing. I do some, is it called blogs? I do those as well. If you want to keep up to date, where I'm going to be and that kind of thing. So be sure to go and subscribe to my website at angelleigh.org. Be sure to follow me on all my socials. I'm also on TikTok. You can find me on angel.lee.messenger. There might be nights that, I might get on here and not do readings. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but let me just explain a little bit. I've been seeing since I was 3 years old. You can just, honestly, the best way to find more about me if you're new here, and I do see a lot of new followers. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so thankful that you're here. Just Google me. Just Google Angel Leigh Messenger or Angel Leigh Spiritual Messenger, and you should find some stuff about me. But I've been seeing since I was 3 years old. I don't force it on my page, and I don't seek it. There's a lot of beautiful, gifted people out there, amazing, gifted people out there, but we're all different. We all work differently. You'll see me looking down. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. I do scribble, but I don't ask questions. I don't want to know anything. You can validate. Validation is everything to me. So when we're finished, if I do connect with you quickly or whatever, even if it's just something small, if it makes sense to you, I hope that you validate in all caps so we can all read it and that kind of thing. But don't give me any kind of information. I don't want to know anything about your loved one. I love for the souls to come through and show you what needs to be shown. We never seek this here on my page, and we never ask questions or force anything. Now, I did say if y'all have any questions and that kind of thing, but what I mean is I don't look at you and say, hey, who are you wanting? Okay, let me go tune in and find them. It don't work like that for me. No, I'm not saying others can't do that, but that's just not how it works for me. We don't ever force it here on my page. We just naturally let it flow. How do you get picked to get a reading? I feel weird when I see your name. Honestly, that's just how it works for me. That's why interacting with me, commenting, me reading the comments, if I feel weird when I see your name, I'll tell you what I feel. A lot of you may have learned about me through third parties. Third parties are souls that come through that's not directly for you, but they're going to be for someone you may know. So sometimes it does take time for you to understand it. It may not be for you. I've had exes come through, ex families. You might not even like them. You might be like, why are they coming through? I didn't like them here physically. Why would they come through for me? Listen, if a soul has an opportunity, if they have an opportunity to come through, they will. So it could even be generational down, that kind of thing. So that's kind of how it works. All right, let's see. All righty. Okay. I got to get comfortable. Oh my goodness. Chantel, I hope I can make it to one of your events one day. I would love that. Whole different experience. Like when I say you can feel the energy in the room, you can feel it. It's just a beautiful thing to see people walk in and they're heavy, and literally when that connection comes through, almost everybody can feel a release come from them. It is a very beautiful healing experience. And especially in person. It's just a whole different experience. And I hope that one day, if you've never been to one of my events in person, I hope that you can make it. I connected to a pig last time, and I had a Gulf Coast event and a pig come through. Seriously. And the pig was validated for. So I do connect to animals as well. All righty. All right, let's see. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hey, Pat. Hey, Patty. Hey, Crystal. How are you? Alrighty. So, whew, hope everybody is doing good. Hey, Margaret. How are you? I bumped into somebody the other day. I was at a coffee shop. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of her name. And she was telling me about a place in Lucedale that she is like in the process of redoing and me possibly like coming there. I cannot think of her name, but she mentioned you. She mentioned you. That's why I'm like, oh my God, hey. So yeah, I'm like, what in the world? Alrighty. Let's see. So the other day I did a little video on my page, and I was just saying, hey, I was supposed to go live, but it ended up being my anniversary and I forgot about the date or whatever. And so I was like, hey, just drop some questions down below. And when I go live, we'll talk about some of the things. So I actually wrote out a few of the questions that I was kind of drawn to, and we're going to talk about some of that stuff tonight. And if that's okay with y'all, and if I feel anything with anyone while we're doing this, I don't know if the people that ask these questions are on here or not, but maybe if not, they can come back and listen too. But I felt like they were really good questions. Oh, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Oh, yeah, the pipes are not fixed, by the way. No, they're not fixed. Unfortunately. Alrighty. Okay, I do feel some things. So, and we'll do some, like, if y'all have any questions too, feel free to ask. I do feel some things. So let's I've been scribbling a little bit because I've been feeling some things. I'm just trying to understand like what I feel. Hey Whitney, how are you? All right. Is it Dana Pesca? How do I say your name? Horrible. I am so bad at pronouncing names. It's horrible. Dana. How do I say that? Dan. Oh, there's another too. Dana. Is it Dana or Dana? I want to say Dana, but then it's like Pesca. And I think I'm saying it wrong. Are you still on here? There's somebody just like trying to step in real quick for you. And y'all, even if it's a little bit, I'm still going to give it to you if that's okay. Dana. Is that Dana? Yes, I am. I hope that you're doing good. Hey, Anna, I'm so glad that you're here. Who is this that's trying to step forward for you? Hang on. There's somebody trying to come forward for you real quick. And I got to give this to you real quick. Who is that? All right, y'all, I'm not going to look at the comments for just a second. I'm just going to kind of get in my own little thing right now. Was that female? I think that's a woman. Even if it's just a little bit, y'all, I'm going to give it to you if I feel weird with your name. Okay. You have a younger woman that's with you tonight, and like she's just wanting to be acknowledged. She is just wanting you to know, like, I'm here. When I say younger, I'm not great with numbers. It's something I'm practicing, but I'm gonna say when I say younger, I wouldn't say she's like 20s to 30s. I'd say more about 40s to 50s, maybe even 50s to 60s, around that. She's not over that though. Okay, so she's pretty young to me. She makes me emotional, so I'm so sorry if she makes me cry. Now, there's a feeling that this lady is giving me. That's something else I'm practicing, is these feelings that they give me. The feeling that this lady is giving me, Have I ever connected with you before? And that's to show y'all I cannot force it. And if I connect multiple times for you, what a blessing. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can. And that just kind of shows to y'all if I ever can connect, yes, they can always come back and give you more and that kind of thing. But I don't know. I'd love to know if I've ever connected with you before. I've had people here that's been with me since I started. So hopefully I have gave y'all multiple connections before. Okay, so this lady that is trying to come forward for you real quick, I don't know if she's a third party. She doesn't make me feel that way though, because she's making me feel that she's very close to you. She makes me emotional. I'm just going to give you the feeling that she's giving me. She makes me feel like mom energy to you in some way. Anyway, she's just wanting to come through real quick. Okay. Just real quick, because she's talking about something that just passed for her and she's wanting to acknowledge that. Now, I know that like Mother's Day is this weekend and that kind of thing. And if y'all remember, I talked about Mother's Day and how they celebrate, you know, the celebrations and that kind of thing. She's making me almost feel like something just passed for her. So it's not Mother's Day that she's talking about. So look into that. Okay. Like look into something that just passed. When it's now what, May the 8th. So I would say if she says that just passed, I would say April or May. I wouldn't say anything else. Not, I want to kind of specify what she's showing me. So look into like April or May, some type of celebration. Okay. Like a birthday celebration or even a death celebration, y'all. They celebrate that. We're mourning and grieving and just, can't, when the date of when they pass comes around, you know, we can't stand it. She passed May 5th. I'm so sorry. But that's just her way of coming through tonight, just to let you know I am with you. Hang on though. She's got other people with her. But what I was getting at is they celebrate even their death date because they had a chance to live. And to me, that is a very beautiful thing. Hang on just a second. She has others with her. She has an older man to the right, and he is a very funny man. I can just kind of hear him real quick. Now, when they come through, sometimes they can just be very, very clear, and then sometimes they can come through kind of muffled, and it's like, like if you go into the other room, shut the door, like there's a TV in the other room, and then you come into another room and shut the door, you know, you can kind of hear the TV, but it's muffled. That's kind of how they come through to me. Now, he's an older man. The way he's making me feel is like, like, I know I look crazy, but I have to show you their personality. I just have to show it to you. Now, I'm going to say he lived a good life, a long life, like 80s to 90s, like he's around that age, okay? And I just keep hearing him laugh. Hang on just a second. He's saying something. It's muffled. I don't know if he's going to, hold on just a second. Let me understand this. It's very, very muffled. I don't know. He's like saying something. Oh, Lord. It's very muffled. Oh. Hang on. Let's see. It's something. There's a reference to somebody. So either he's acknowledging someone that is physically still here, or he could, I was supposed to say he could be saying that this person's with him, but the way he's saying it, like, it's like to find somebody, like, let me kind of go into, like, it's muffled now, so it's going to be either this or around this. It's like, it sounds kind of like can you hear that? That's the muffled sounding of like Leanne or Leanne. I know that sounds weird, but that's like what I keep hearing. It's like there's an acknowledgement there somewhere, and he is making it known. Okay, so if you can remember, I'm saying this. I want you to tuck it in your heart. Remember, I'm saying this. Okay. Very muffled. Hold on, he said something else. He's a very funny man. He's like, I ain't done. And he kind of just sits back a little bit. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Do you understand that? She said Luann. Do you understand that? Okay, well, there is a message attached to that. Sorry, he come through. There is a man to the left of him. He kind of got up. Even if he stands up with strength, that tells me a lot. That tells me he's able to walk, like he's standing tall, like he's independent, and he's walking. And then I hear him say, and it's clear as day, and I want you to remember I'm saying this. So there is an acknowledgement to the land, or you said yes, my aunt, his daughter. So, okay, good. I'm glad that you understand that. Okay, I want you to remember I'm saying this. There's a connection there in some way. And it was very, very important. There's this man, he walked past and he said he wanted it known that he got to see, and I almost swear it's like Max. Plain as day. Like that was almost as clear than what he said in the beginning. So I feel like there's something. So if you know her or the family or close to them, there's something with like Max. I keep hearing Max. Plain as day. Okay. Now I do feel this Max or around that is past. I just feel that. Okay. So it's not saying, hey, tell Max this or tell that. No, I feel like this Max is past. Okay. So I want you to remember this. Do you understand this? I just want you to remember I'm saying this. Okay. Now he's an older man too. He's like, I'm a little up in age. Very smart man, very patient. This way he's making me feel. Anyway, I do want you to know that, yes, hold on, she just validated. Oh. Yes, he was her father-in-law. Was his name Max? His name was Max. Well, he got to see him. He walked past him. Very smart man, kind of patient man. He's there as well. Okay. So he is wanting that known. Okay. And the lady in the beginning that is with you, oh my gosh, she is always going to be around you. I just want you to know that. She just made me feel mom. That's the way that she made me feel. She's a hoot too now. She's funny. I see like a glow around her. So I just want you to know that I know you're struggling. I'm gonna be raw with you for just a minute. I know you're struggling right now mentally on the inside. And I just want you to know that she's right there with you and that you're not alone. And I know that you feel it. I know that you feel it, but you're not. And I just want you to know that she is with you. Okay. You're tough. And I want you to remind yourself that every single day. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. I want you to know your worth, and I want you to know how tough you are. Okay. So sorry, didn't mean to get so personal with you, but I need you to know that you're not by yourself. So she is definitely with you. Okay. Thank you for letting me connect. All righty. Let's see. All righty. Is Melissa still on here? I think it was like Shavers. I feel this man that's with you. And I'm so thankful that all of you are on here tonight. It means so much to me. Hey, Pam, how are you? Hey, Megan. Hey, Jada. How are you? All right. Hey, Kathy. She is. Oh. Suzanne, please, in a dark tunnel so to hear from my mom on my grandpa or grandma or dad. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put this up here. I'm so sorry. Suzanne, I want to call you Susie for some reason. Oh. Suzanne, who's Chris? I'm so sorry. I just hear it. Okay. Maybe a connection is trying to come forward. See, that's kind of how it works. So I will be praying. I'm going to be praying. Okay, let me get to the comments real quick. Sorry that comment stood out to me. There's always reasons that things stand. Oh, there she is. Hey, Melissa Shavers. Hi, Angel. You got somebody with you, Melissa. So let's just see. Let me scribble for just a second. Let's see. Now, he could be third party. I don't know. But if you're open to it, and I hope that all of you are just, listen, I know some of you are on here not commenting and you're just watching from afar. I feel you. Okay. But if you are hoping for a reading, if you're hoping for a connection, you have to comment. You have to engage with me. So I can feel weird when I see your name. Okay. So give me a chance. And if you don't get it tonight, that doesn't mean that you don't have someone around you. You got to keep coming back. And I promise you, when it's meant to be, it will happen. Okay. All righty. Okay, let's see. All right, Melissa. She's in here. So, okay, let's see who this is. Now, he could be third party, okay? He could be third party. I'm not sure. Third parties may not be directly for you, but for someone you may know. But this man is like all around you. So let's just see who this man is. Melissa Shavers. He is like, I hear him laughing. Okay, he's definitely with you. I'm going to say he's about 60s to 70s, and this is for Melissa. Hold on. How do I? Hang on. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to not focus on comments for just a second. I'm going to, Christina, is it, how do you say your last name? Christina, I put you on here. I know it's going to sound weird, but your dad just said hi. He keeps showing me, sorry. Woo, see how they come in? Y'all, if you want to know how my brain works, this is it. Because I could be doing one thing and all of a sudden someone comes in and just swoops it away. Melissa, I hope you're still here. So I can feel this man with you. So hang on. Christina, do y'all see how it works when you're engaging with me? It just, please read my name. Christina. Did you lose Dad? I just hear Dad says hi. Dad's here. And he also just showed me a reference of like, I don't know if he liked to travel or if these are some of his cherished memories real quick. But I want you to remember this. I want you to hang on to this. Okay. He keeps showing me like a camper or like an RV or something. And he keeps showing me like a map, like opened up on the table, and he's just laughing. So I don't know if these were some of his cherished memories. Did he like to travel? Is there a reference or something personal about an RV or a camper or someone fixing to get something like that and go travel? I want you to remember this because these could even be his childhood memories, but there's something with it for him to keep showing that to me. But he keeps wanting you to see that I'm okay. I'm okay. He keeps showing me his accomplishments. He keeps showing me like it looks like a picture frame or something like an achievement on the wall. So I don't know if somebody's fixing to receive something of his or has something and it needs to be hung up or something just got hung up, and there's also a G reference connected to him in some way. Sorry. Oh, it's coming at me fast. Okay. Oh my gosh. What in the world? I'm scared I'm going to lose it. So I just give it to you just as it's coming through. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay. Whew. So hopefully you got that. But he kept saying, Dad's here. Dad's here. I'm okay. I'm okay. I did have a little bit when connecting with Dad. I'm just going to say Dad. There was like a little bit of shooting pain down my legs for some reason. I'm not really sure. I don't know if that was an issue with his or there was a reference to that in some way. But just so you know, he doesn't feel that now. He's okay. But I have to pay attention, y'all, if you'll see me kind of move my arms and stuff like that. It's something I don't really talk about publicly, but I will move around a little bit because sometimes I will get feelings. And if you do what I do, or if you're an empath and that kind of thing, and you'll understand like what I'm saying. I kind of move around a little bit because in certain parts of me, I will sometimes feel certain things. I know that that's a message. Like they'll give me little signs and symbols for me to understand it, to give it to you. Sometimes while I'm connected, my chest to get a little heavy. So I'm like, oh. And I have to pay attention to those things that I feel when I'm opening up because those are messages, things that I can understand, such as like, oh, if my chest is heavy, then I know that they had a little struggle to breathe, right? Or if my head hurts or vision's blurred, that kind of thing. So that's why it's draining, and that kind of thing. I still feel him, Christina. He has an older lady that's with him, but maybe he'll show me more, okay? But right at this moment, that's what he's showing me, but hopefully he'll show me more, okay? Let me get back to Melissa real quick. All right, Melissa, I didn't forget about you, I promise. You do have this male energy. This is for Melissa Shavers. He is a very funny man. He's very, like, I could just hear him laughing, and he's just kind of around. I'm going to say he's about 60s to 70s. I'm like way back in the comments, so hopefully she's still here. Yeah, he's not very old to me. I'm going to say he's about 60s and 70s. And he is also referencing something just passing for him. So look into that, Melissa. This is from Melissa Shavers, real quick. I know I'm going fast, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm scared I'm going to lose the connection. So, Melissa, look into a celebration for him that something just passed. So look into like April or May. It could be like an anniversary or a birthday celebration or even a death celebration. When connecting with him, he is making a huge deal about the number 6. Sometimes they're going to give you numbers and signs and symbols. As a messenger, I have to understand it. Well, sometimes I don't. So I don't want to guess at what it could mean. So I'm going to give it to you in hopes that you understand what the 6 means. So look into that. It could be 6 years, something with the time. You may start seeing the numbers. Or the way he's making me feel is like, oh, it's a huge deal. Oh, it's a big deal. So it makes me feel like there's some type of celebration in the month of June that he's referencing all the way from heaven. Okay. He also shows me real quick, hold on just a minute. Let me, I know I'm going fast, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm doing good. How are you? This is how my mind is. This is it. If you want to know, this is how it is. Hey, Jay, how are you doing? Okay. Is Melissa still here? Kind of in my own little world right now. All righty. Hey, Loretta. I love your name. I don't know how you keep up, girl. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. That's why I'm so OCD and like anxiety. She's still here. Okay. It's just like I'm so behind in my comments. I don't know if she's commented or not. But you know what? I'm going to keep going because I'm scared of. No, April. Oh, wait, she did. April was his birthday. Oh, okay. So you understand him. Is there a M reference connected to him? If I'm not 1,000%, I don't want to say it. But we're all here tonight. So, I'm just going to take my chances. When connecting with this man, he is a very funny man. Like, he almost makes me feel like he's going to sit back and he's like, all right, let me tell you another joke. That's just how he's coming through to me. And they want to show you their personality because he's the same in heaven, except he's healthy, right? It's so important to see that he's healthy and he's able to get around, but he is all about some jokes. And they're like funny too. Like, it's just like, hold on just a second. When connecting with him, sorry, and I was going to take my chances and tell you, he showed me an M, and then I said I wasn't 1,000%. Then I could see MIL. And so I just want to give that to you. I just want you to know that he is very much around you. But remember the number 6 as well. Right now, I'm like not really looking at the comments because I'm scared I'm going to lose it. So I'm just going to give you what I feel. I just want you to know that he is very much around you. He did make a big deal about the reference of a 6. And he kept saying, show her this vision. Show her this vision. And he keeps showing him walking around. And as he keeps walking, he kind of steps slowly. Like, the best way I can show you like what he's showing me is sometimes they're going to give me visions. When I say visions, it just is moving pictures. And sometimes they'll show me like still pictures or symbols and signs and feelings and that kind of thing. I love when they give me moving pictures. And just to be clear, to kind of show you like what I'm talking about is when they show the visions to me and that kind of thing. I talked to my mama one time about it, and she's like, why don't you ever tell them that? The colors are so vivid over there. It's like the way that they show that. Like when they show me the grass, I just want you to go outside tomorrow and I want you to look at the grass, and then I want you to imagine the grass like 100 times more brighter, and that kind of thing. Those are the things that they get to experience. When I say yellow flowers, it's not just a little dull yellow flower. They're vivid colors. The blue skies are vivid. It's very beautiful. It almost looks magical when they show these things to me. And it is so important for some reason, Melissa, he keeps showing like this grassy, and then all of a sudden he's walking. And as he walks, he kind of goes into a little bit of water, and he looks around him, and I can see beautiful blue skies and puffy white clouds. And all I can see all around him is beautiful water. And he wants you to see that. So he wants you to see that every time you think of him and you grieve for him and you cry for him, he wants you to see that he's near the water. Okay. And I do believe that when they show these things to me, these are parts of his cherished memories that he brought to heaven with him. Our loved ones bring beautiful moments to heaven with them, all the beautiful things in life. And that's why it's so important for us, even you, Melissa, to slow down in life. And I tell myself that I'm going to slow down, and I never do, but we should. We should slow down. And when something beautiful happens to us, something that takes our breath away, really engulf it and look at it. Things that bring us joy. And I'm talking to all of you tonight. The things that bring you joy, I hope that you can engulf it and slow down and really breathe it in, because one day when you get to heaven, these will be parts of your cherished memories. And for some reason, he is bringing the water around him. He wanted you to see that he is near the water again. So it is important to know that. Okay, hang on. He's showing me more. All right, let's see. Oh my God. She said, my dad used to be a captain on a shrimp boat. He brought that memory to heaven with him. I don't know why it's important for you to know this, Melissa, but he's like, I like the rocks. I have no idea. I don't know. He keeps saying he likes the rocks. Did you do something with rocks with him? What's he saying? Like, why is he saying that? I like the rocks. Tell her I like the rocks. I like the rocks. And then he is referencing like he's still Pawpaw. So he wants everyone to know that. So I don't know if like it's talking about the little ones and that kind of thing. And did they call him Pawpaw because that's important? So he is acknowledging the rest of the family or the little ones. That's important to always remember him and that kind of thing. And then he keeps saying the rocks. He likes them. So would you remember that? Our loved ones know when you do something. Okay. So did you do something with rocks? Like, what's he talking about? What is he talking about? Why is he liking the rocks? And then the song, My Girls. Talking about my girls. If I could sing, I'd sing it and make it better for y'all. But you know the song, My Girl. So I want you to remember the song. Either did he have nothing but girls? Did he used to sing this song? You might be minding your business one day and all of a sudden this song come on. Okay. So I just want you to remember that. My girl. Anyway, he is very much around you, and I just want you to know that, okay? And look for the song, because I feel like there's a deeper meaning. Sometimes they're going to give you stuff like that, and then there could always be like multiple meanings to that. But I feel like it's going to be multiple signs with that song. Like you're going to be minding your own business, and the song come on one day, and I hope that you blare it, and I hope that you sing it, you know, and that kind of thing. But or either he used to say, my girl. There's always more usually. But he's very much around you. Oh my gosh. He's a very sweet, sweet man. I want to call him Mil. M-I-L. Oh. I'm going to put, well, I'll put it right here. How's everybody doing? And thank you for validating. I'll have to go back and read. I'll have to read some of your validations and that kind of thing. I just kind of get my own little thing. Okay. The Suzanne. Remember I brought her up on the screen just a second ago. Is she still here? It was like, and I said I wanted to call you Susie. Do you remember that? Oh, an angel number, 1111. You know, I'm not great with numbers, but I believe in them 1,000%. And I always tell people, you know, when you keep seeing it over and over and over, there's always special meanings to it. But I always just tell you, like look up spiritual meanings because there's some crazy things on Google. Okay. Don't just look up anything. You got to look up spiritual meaning of 1111. That kind of thing. But I definitely believe that our loved ones do send us signs and that kind of thing. Is she still in here? This Suzanne, I think she commented, but I wouldn't 1,000%. I can barely see, just so y'all know. I'm supposed to be wearing glasses and I can't hear out of this ear. Like I have hearing loss and I can barely see. I'm falling apart. Oh, I think it's another Suzanne. I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Yes, there she is. Hang on. Oh, wait. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm not good at this. I am not good at this. I don't know how to take that off. I'm sorry, Jenny. I put you on the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, yes, it was a Suzanne. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Courtney Fraser. Okay. There was a Suzanne, and I meant to put her name on the screen. I accidentally hit Jenny. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm not sure who this is to you real quick. This is to the Suzanne. I'm trying to find your name again. I'm trying to see who this lady is. My kid's probably just going to run in here. It's just me tonight with my kids. So that's why it took so long to get on here. I was trying to get them settled. So I do apologize if my 6-year-old runs in here. She probably will. I just want to let y'all know that. So I got my hands full. Alrighty. Okay. Suzanne, who's that with you? There you are. I'm here. Okay. You're not by yourself, Suzanne. You're not. You're not. You're not alone. But I will say real quick. Oh, hang on. I don't even know if you're going to understand this, Suzanne, but I'm going to give it to you. Okay. I'm just going to give you what I'm feeling at this moment. Now, are there others around you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes it just takes time for them to come through. But there is this lady. I'm just going to tell you real quick. When you said that earlier, and I was like, I felt something, but I wouldn't for sure. There was this older lady that's with you. And it's probably not who you're hoping for. I don't know. But all souls matter, even if they're third parties. So if it's okay with you, I'm just going to give this to you. She come through as Marge. So it's either like Marge, Margie, Margaret. She's like, I'm here. That's like how she go through. So I don't know if it's like who you was hoping for, but she's with you. She's got others around her. Now I'm going to say that this lady did live a very long life. Like she's like 80s to 90s. So she lived, but it was funny because like when you were like, I'm hoping for this. Oh, I'm grateful for any. Oh, wow. Well, that means a lot. But this older lady, her voice come through and she was like, I'm here. So, oh my God, my boyfriend's mom. What? She's like, I'm here. She's an older lady. And she just, so I just want you to know, you do have loved ones around you. And I believe that your family is with you. But this lady's here as well. There's also another lady kind of in the background. And let me just tell you it's like a sure. Like SHER for sure. Like share. Could be Sherry or Sharon or something such as that. Now she's about 70s to 80s. Okay. She's there as well, but she's in the background. She's there as well. So I just want you to know that. No. Oh, your best friend's mom. Sorry. I thought you said boyfriend. Okay. See, I can't see. Oh my God. Wow. What? That's insane. Wow. So yes, they're there. I promise you have your loved ones with you and that kind of thing. Let's see. But don't forget the lady too in the back. She's about 70s to 80s. The Cher is like SHER. I almost want to say like Sharon or Sherry or something like that. Now, that could have just been part of her name. She could have been called something else, but this will either be like a nickname of hers or part of her name. And I just want you to know she's there. The Cher or Sharon, Sherry, or around that. Oh my God, I'm crying like a baby. I feel so blessed. That's my mama, Sherry. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. Glory to God. I give it all to Him. So you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. I don't know if she's not really been past that long, just a few years, possibly. Like there's something about the few years. That's what I keep hearing. And who's Chris? I just keep hearing the name Chris. The Sherry, rubs your back. So I don't know if at times, like, I'm just going to be blunt with you for just a minute. I don't know if sometimes like you kind of hurt, like you ache your body and that kind of thing, but she is with you in your struggles. I just want you to know that. Okay. She is very much around you and she knows the struggles that you go through and the pain that you feel. Okay. And she keeps saying, don't give up. Don't give up. She knows that it's hard. I'm going to say something very blunt. She keeps saying to watch out for coyotes. Okay. Huh. That's definitely different. I've had them do that before, though. But there's a reference to like coyotes. So I don't know if you're fixing to start spotting coyotes or if something's like watch out for like little animals and that kind of thing. Like outside. Hang on just a second. She said something. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have pain 24/7. I'm so sorry. Well, she is with you, especially in your struggles. Our loved ones know when we're struggling and that kind of thing. And that was her showing that she's rubbing your back, taking care of you on the other side. Okay. So, but also watch out for coyotes. I know it's so just watch out if you bring like something small outside and that kind of thing. Just watch out for that. As I don't know, just watch out for coyotes. So watch out for them. Just, I live by a safari park, lots of wildlife. What? Okay, yeah. Watch out for them. Like if you have anything small or anything like that, if you're outside, just be careful. Be on the lookout for coyotes. Because she kept. All right, let me show you. So I see blue bubbles. I've been seeing them since I was little. If you've read Through the Eyes of Angel Leigh, they're in the book where it talks about my blue bubbles. I remember when I was little, I would lay in the bed. I was little bitty, and I would lay in the bed, and they would just be all over my ceiling. And they look like glowing bluish, whitish colored bubbles. And I just call them my blue bubbles. And I see them sometimes I don't. But every time I do see them, they bring me comfort. Well, did not know it was during we were filming, I think, for A&E with Dr. Sue Clifton and all of that. And she had it on, and I do have it. I think it's posted somewhere. She asked if I've ever tried to move them with my fingers, and I was like, no, I ain't never tried to move the bubbles. Well, anyway, we do have a video of it, and it's somewhere posted to where there was like a flashlight sitting there. The flashlight was off, and I saw one of my blue bubbles, and I moved it, and it touched the light. And when it touched the flashlight, the light came on. So anyway, I don't know what they are, but they do bring me comfort. Anyway, getting back to the story, sometimes I will see the blue bubbles. And I saw them with you for some reason, but they turned red when I saw coyotes. Sometimes they will turn colors, and that to me is a sign or symbol. Remember how our loved ones will show us signs and symbols? I've learned to understand when it changes colors to red and that kind of thing. That's a warning for something. So I'm odd, but I had to show you like why I had to show you that. Alrighty. So yeah. Yeah, y'all want to know anything else odd about me, you just let me know, and I'll tell you I'm an open book. Funny, one of my kids, I'm not going to talk about who, but still sees my blue bubbles, and they used to play with them when they were little. I have pictures of like the bubbles and stuff. I don't know. It's a beautiful thing. Alrighty. So Suzanne, I just want to let you know that they are very much around you. Okay. So you're not by yourself, but watch out for the coyotes. Okay. Alrighty. Put your scribbles. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Denise, how are you? Yeah, I've been seeing the bubbles since I was little bitty. I used to lay in the bed and I would see them all over the ceilings, and my mom and my dad would come like tuck me in and tell me goodnight, sweet dreams, and say their prayers and that kind of thing with me. And I'd be like, "Oh, look, Daddy, they're so pretty," and he'd be like, "Yeah, baby, uh-huh." He couldn't see anything, and I'd just be talking about how pretty they were. So yeah, I don't know what they are, but I can tell you it's not anything bad. I can tell you that. They always have brought me comfort, always. So it's a beautiful thing. All right, let's see. Let me put hers. I don't want to get her. Hi. All righty, let's see. Courtney. Oh, there you are. Courtney Phaser. Am I saying your name wrong? I do apologize if I am. Did I odd, but you're that lady that when I did my video the other day and I was like, hey, I can't go on live, but if y'all have any questions, y'all can just scroll down a few posts down and you'll see it. I'm like, hey, I can't go live tonight, da 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 da. But if y'all have any questions, feel free. And you like asked a question about a disability, right? Are you that lady? And I connected for just a second. The reason I'm saying this is there's this younger energy that's with you. Definitely younger, like a female energy. Do you understand this? Your question was like, what was it? It was like, yes. Hey, Courtney. Okay. That's me. Okay. There was a question, and that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. But I wanted to bring that up for just a second. That it was just a quick little connection with her. I don't remember what I said. I just remember the feeling of her. And she wanted you to know she can drive now. That was so important. So one of your questions, and I wanted to talk about that, was if they are special needs here physically, if they had like things that, they couldn't do here, or they struggled here physically and they had some like a disability or special needs, how are they in heaven? Do they still have that? Or can a special needs person come through? They can absolutely come through, but I just want to let you know that their heart and soul is still the same in heaven, but they're not. They don't have that disability, or if they're special needs, or if they struggled with anything that was like bound to their body, they were tied down here physically. It's not like that in heaven. She is completely free. She is healthy and happy, and she's able to do things that she could never do here. So yes, I can connect to people that, have had things like special needs or disability here. I've had people that were blind, here, or was deaf, here physically. And they one of the first things that they would tell me, and I've had like private sessions, they'd come through like, oh my gosh, I see colors now, and that kind of thing. So I do feel her for just a second. So I wanted to answer that question for any of you that's asking. I've connected to thousands of souls. So I wanted to answer that because I know a lot of people wondered. She wanted it very much known, and I remember that, and I put it in a comment, and I wanted to repeat that for just a second. Like, I can drive. Oh, I can drive. And she just wanted you to know, and I don't know why this was such a big deal, but she wanted you to know that she can dance better than you. I just want to let you know that. Like, she's all about dancing, and she's like, tell her I can dance better than she can. So she just wanted you to know. So I don't know if she loved to dance and that kind of thing, but she can definitely dance. Okay. And she's like joking about it. Like, I can dance better than she can. So it is important to know that, but also driving. That was a huge thing. Hang on. There was something though that she needed. Courtney. Okay. I usually don't do future. That's my girl. She loved to dance, and she knows. Hold on. Let me get it. And she knows I can't. Stop. I bet you can dance. I bet you can. what is she saying? Hang on. So, Courtney, I don't do future because I just don't. The Lord knows our future, and I just feel like sometimes our choices can, like, I don't know, change certain paths. But I just want to let you know something, Courtney, and I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but I just need to tell you that you're just going to go through some doors, okay? And what I mean by that is, I know this probably is not making sense right now. Sometimes this is not going to make sense right now, but when it happens, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this makes sense now. So just remember I'm saying this, okay? Sometimes opening a door and going through it, and what I mean by that is like new beginnings, is going to be really scary for you. And I know that it's scary, but it's a must. And I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you this. So I don't know if like there's something about like looking back and going, the way it's almost making me feel is like, nope, you got to do it. You got to do it. And I don't know why I have to tell you that, but I do feel like, it's going to be hard at first. Not going to lie. There's going to be some struggles. It's not always rainbows and sunshines and that kind of thing, but I feel like it's going to be a lot better for you. So I just want you to remember I'm saying this. Like, you're going to have some good opportunities, but you're not going to have these good opportunities until you go through the door, and you have to make sacrifices sometimes. But I feel like you're going to have like this like heaviness that's on your shoulders lifted away from you. So just remember I'm saying this. I don't even know what it's about, but I want to let you know that. Also, check in for I don't want to do medical. Why are you doing that? I don't want to do medical. Always consult doctor, please. And this might not be right now, but if it happens in the future, just remember I'm saying this. Look into like cysts on ovaries and that kind of thing. I feel like there's something with like stomach and that kind of thing. I don't think that it's anything to be worried about. It's just like, sounds weird, but stay with me I'm a weird one. Just stay with me, okay? When I'm picturing you, your stomach glows, okay? So, and I see like ovaries and that kind of, I don't know why I don't know. So I want you to remember I'm saying that. I don't know if you've had some trouble with like ovary, like your cysts on ovaries, or if there's a reference in that. But I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Because I know it's different. Hang on. Let me get to the comments. I am way in the back. Okay. Hang on. Let me not look at the comments. Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait. She said something about issues. Hang on. Hold on. Oh, I have issues with cysts on my ovaries at times. Okay. What? That is so weird that I see stuff like that. I don't know why I see stuff like it's just like your stomach was glowing. Okay, so I don't feel that it's anything bad. Like, I just don't feel that. So I don't feel like your life is in jeopardy or nothing like that. But I think that it's I just want you to be aware of that. Okay. Just be aware of that. You also have a man that's near you. So she is happy. So going back to her real quick, she is happy. I don't know why have you ever seen the game Duck, Duck, Goose? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Duck, Duck, Goose. I don't know why she just said that. I have no idea. Unless like you're fixing to see a duck somewhere or there's a reference. This could even be memory. So I just want you to dig deep and I want you to remember everything that she shows, but she is happy. She is okay. Now, when connecting with her, I'm just going to be blunt about it if that's okay with you. And I'm not looking at the comments right now because I'm scared I'm going to like lose the connection. I'm gonna be blunt for just a minute. I don't know why I felt that with her, but I did feel a little bit of heaviness in my chest area with her. So I don't know if she had a little bit of struggle breathing, a little bit of fluid. And also my eye is a little blurred out a little bit. I just want you to know that if there was a struggle there, that she is completely healed. And I need you to see that. I need you to see that she is happy, she is healthy, but most importantly, she is free and she is with God. Okay. It is so important to know that. She knew how loved she was. I don't know why she did that. Hang on just a minute. She just kind of like threw herself on the couch and she keeps looking for a blanket. So I don't know if she had a certain blanket or if someone's going to find a blanket of hers or has that. She's asking mom. She's asking something in reference to her mom. So that is important to know that. And I feel like she is trying to show signs and symbols that she is near, especially mom. Have you lost your dad as well? I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm very blunt. There's like, I feel like, sorry. makes me so emotional connecting to dad energies. I just feel like there's a dad energy there as well. Oh gosh. But the way he's making me feel is like he's a very busy man. I keep seeing him digging in a toolbox. So I don't know who has his tools or someone's fixing to find something of his with tools. But he's a very handy man. I just feel like he's like tinkering around. He's like digging in things and that kind of thing. And that's how he wants you to see him. Okay. Very protective, independent man. He's digging in a toolbox. But it is important to know like the way he's coming through is he looks, hold on just a minute. It's coming quick. Digging in the toolbox. He's outside. He's a handyman. And then he turns and he looks and he laughs and he goes, I'm with him. And he's just as happy. Oh my gosh, just as happy as he can be because he's with this man. And I almost feel like the way it's making me feel, it's just like this feeling that is coming through is like this man that he's with is either his dad or grandpa. I want to almost say like dad for some reason. But I will say that this man's been passed for over 20 or more years. Okay. And so this dad energy that's coming through for you is like, I'm with him. I'm with him. And he's just so happy to see this man again. And again, there is a feeling, I'm going to go back to that, is like either dad for him or grandpa for him. But I will say that this man has been passed for at least 20 or more years. So can you imagine how beautiful that must be to know that they're all there? They're all together. Who's Mildred? Sorry, I just heard the name Mildred as well. I'm not looking at the comments yet, so I'm kind of like in my own little thing right now. But I keep hearing the name Mildred, and I'm not saying that Mildred's there. There could also be, well, I mean, it could be them saying, hey, Mildred's here. Or are they showing love to Mildred, right? So I want you to remember that as well. I also hear the, no, I don't know where that is. Sorry, hang on. Oh my gosh. The younger energy, the female, she has an older lady that's with her. Okay. So there is another energy that's there. She's kind of an older lady though. She's not really coming through, but I do want to acknowledge her because every soul matters. And then I hear, I wonder if that's her because I hear either Joy or Joyce. And I go, it's here. It's here. So there's a Joy or a Joyce that's there as well. So I want you to remember that, okay? Because that matters. Joy, Joyce were around that name. So they're all together. They're happy. They're okay. Okay, let me get to the comments now. Oh my gosh. Oh, where's my coffee? It is right here. Look at my cup. Okay, wait. She died New Year's Day. She had loads of fluid on her. I'm so sorry. She always used a blanket and she loved our mama. My daddy did die. He worked so hard. He was always doing something handy. He's with his dad, my grandpa, who's been passed since I was like 3. Mildred is my grandma. She passed recently. And Joyce is my aunt. She passed recently too. Oh my goodness. They're all there. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for validating that. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm so sorry. And, I hate to sometimes say about the fluid and that kind of thing. I don't like to bring up things that maybe was a struggle to watch her go through. But for her to show me the fluid and that kind of thing, it's important because it just shows you that she's no longer like that. She's no longer like that, So sometimes they will bring up little things that's like hard to remember and that kind of thing. I never want you, especially me as a messenger, deliver messages to you. I don't ever want you to remember something bad, but sometimes it is important to remember some of their struggles and then show you how she is now. Like, remember the fluid, but look at me dancing, that kind of thing. So it's a beautiful thing to see that she's free. And I'm so sorry for your loss, Courtney. Thank you so much for validating. Oh my goodness. Hey, Laura. Blessings from Michigan. Oh my gosh. How are you? There was a Laura from Michigan. Who's that? I'm not going to show you their toes. Sorry. Hang on. Somebody, I don't know who this man is. But I got to say this real quick. Laura from Michigan. Who is Greta? Greta. Gresha, something like that. I know it sounds great. I just like when I read your comment, this lady was like, it's very muffled. It's very muffled, but I hear her. I hear her. I hear her. She's here. My mother-in-law. What? Hi, Wanda. How are you? How are you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, Louisiana. Hey, Trisha. It's okay. Girl, I'm always late to everything. Wow. Yeah. Okay. She's with a man. Okay. What you got? What you got? What you got? Hang on. I like to show you how it comes through. I am very random, but I would rather show you. I would rather show you how it just naturally comes through. I want to show you how it works naturally. I want you to get to know me and see how it is for me, and that kind of thing. And sometimes it's very random. It naturally comes in, but I'd rather show you the unedited version of how this truly works. Oh, the world. Da, da, da. All right, I don't know who this man is. He is not given. Oh, he needs stuff. I don't know who he's for, but I'm going to say something, and it is going to be so embarrassing and random, but I just have to give it. I just have to give it. This man lifted his foot up, and he showed me his hairy toes. He had hair on his toes, and he's like, "You see this? You see it? They shaved it off." Somebody shaved his hairy toes. And either he used to have hairy toes and he used to shave them, or somebody shaved them and he's talking about it. And I don't know who he's for, but he's just like, "You see it?" And he's literally showing me hair on his toes. And he's talking about somebody shaving his darn hair off his toes. And he knows about it. I just have to give it to you. See? The things that I see? Ain't that crazy? Crazy. Absolutely insane. But I just have to give it to you. So if somebody shaved somebody's hairy toes, a man's with dark colored hair, he knows about it. And it grew back. It grew back. So I just want to let you know that it grew back. I just have to give it to you just as it's coming through. It grew back. Sometimes their hair don't grow back though, because I've had them come through and go, "Well, I'm still bald up here." You just don't never know. I had one time, I'll never forget it. Some of the funniest connections I've ever had. I was at the Palace Theater. This was years ago. And this lady, "Hey, Connie. Hey, how are you? Sorry, I just saw your comment." I was at the Palace Theater years ago, and this lady was validating. She validated this. I'll never forget it. And she was like, "Tell her I still got my walking farts." Anyway, she was like, yeah. She understood it. And she validated how this lady always had the walking farts. And so it was like their thing, though. Like it was something very funny and personal, and she was just laughing, talking about her walking farts, and she validated it. So I just want to let you know that. They do come through with their personality, and that's what I absolutely love about it. Anyway, Laura from Michigan, did you understand? I think you did say that was your mom-in-law. Now, she was an older lady, right? Like, well, she's about 70s to 80s. Well, she's around. I just want to let you know she is around. Hey, Lynn. Hey, cousin. How are you? How are you doing? So I just want to say something real quick from Laura from Michigan. I hope it's okay. I'm saying that. The Greta or Greta, there's reference to that in some way. She just it is important to know. I just want to say this real quick. She is free from sickness. Like, it's so important to know that. So unfortunately, the way that she's making me feel is like I don't feel that she like passed from like a tragic accident or anything like that. The way that she was making me feel is like she like passed from some type of sickness. And so it is important to see that she is free from that. It's so important to see that. And I don't know if you and her were very, very close. Like, did you help her and stuff? Because she's very fond of you. Like, it was like almost like, I'm very thankful for you. Okay. So I just want that known. Like, the way she's coming through is like showing love to you, very thankful for you. And she did want it known she had this male with her. And I think I mentioned that just a second ago. He was a younger energy. I'm going to say he's been maybe about 5 or more years past is the way he was making me feel. But when I say younger, he was about 50s to 60s. And it's just important to know that they're together. They're sitting side by side in a chair outside. I hear birds around. It's very, very beautiful. So they're very much around you, but she comes through like showing love to you, kind of thankful for you. So I don't know if you did a lot for her, but I just want you to know that she's very, very thankful for you. Yeah, very much around you. Very much. All righty. Hey, Megan, how are you? Let's get some. I'm trying to find. If you see me rambling, there was some questions that I felt like was really good questions that I had written down. Okay, here's one. Here's a question. So I have it written down. So like, it's on down, but I did a video and I was like, hey, if you have any questions, that kind of thing. And there were some really good questions, and I'm going to continue that. Like, I'm still going to look at some of the questions and talk about it, and that kind of thing. And I don't know if this lady is on here or not, but I have her name right here. This is one of the questions that she asked, and I felt like, I don't know, I wanted to answer it. It was from I can't say her name. I can't pronounce it. Bernadette Cuevas, Bernadette Cuevas. I don't know if she's on here or not, but she asked a question. So I'm going to, she said, and it was it just tugged at my heart, and I just wanted her to know. She said, did my mom feel any pain when she passed? Is she on here? I don't know if she is, but she did ask an important question. She wanted to know if her mom felt any pain when she passed, and she wanted to know if they were all together, her family. And ultimately, I'm just gonna, and I felt it immediately. So I don't know if she's on here or not, but I will say, and I'm a very raw person with you, and I'm a very open book, and and it's not always rainbows and sunshines, and that kind of thing. Sometimes they do struggle physically before they pass, and that kind of thing. But if she's on here, I don't know if she is or not, but I want to answer this real quick. I felt like there was like some tough decisions that needed to be made with her. And ultimately, the only pain that I do feel that she did have was like something like chest related. I did feel that. And there was a reference to like tubes. So I don't know if she, and I didn't want to pass this up, and if she gets on here, wonderful. I don't know if she's on here or not, but I needed to answer this. I don't know if like there was a tough decision that needed to be made with her. I felt like there was, though. I felt like somebody had to make a really tough decision, and I can see like the image of a hospital and that kind of thing. And the way that she's making me feel is like when she took her last breath here physically, it was peaceful. It was calm. It was comforting. But before that, of course, I can see her laying in a hospital bed, and there were some tough decisions. And I do feel like she did have a little pain in her chest and that kind of thing, but not when she transitioned to heaven. I don't feel that. I feel like it was a very peaceful feeling. And this was like a Bernadette Cuevas. That was the name. that she had left. And so I just wanted that known. Like, I do feel like there was a tough decision that needed to be made. And ultimately, the way that she made me feel is like I was just waiting for them to make the decision because I was not going to get I was not going to get any better. She also made me feel like she had something. There we go again, the glowing in the body. I don't know why that happens to me, but I do believe that she was just showing me different organs like fighting against each other is the way that she was making me feel. And I believe that she had like an infection and that kind of thing in her body. And ultimately she was not going to get any better, and it was the right decision. Okay. So I don't know if she's on here, but I felt like I needed to say that. Okay. Um, so that was a question. I thought that was a really good question. Let's see. I know that people wonder, like, oh my gosh, did they feel pain and that kind of thing? It's a sad thing to even think about. Like, I think about that with my daddy. Well, we were all there around him when he took his last breath. Yeah, somebody I think tagged her there. Yeah, that was it. Bert. Yes, that. Wait, it's not showing that. That's the name. She asked that question. So I do believe that. I don't know if you understand that or not, Ashley, if you're able to verify that or not, but there was like something about a decision her mom come through to talk about that. Like there was a decision. And I needed an answer. I don't know. I just felt drawn to answer that. Ultimately it was the right decision. So whoever is like second guessing it, like, did I do the right thing and that kind of thing? Yes, you did the right thing. So it is important to know that. Like, she knew about the decision. She was not going to get any better. She didn't want tubes. I hate to be so blunt with that, but I don't know if like she had to have like a tube and that kind of thing. But it was the right thing to do. So even though it was hard, it was a tough decision. She wasn't going to get any better, and then she developed an infection. So yeah, unfortunately, but she is happy. She's out of that hospital bed. That was important because she was a very funny energy. I feel like even though she was an older lady, I feel like she liked dance. Like that's how she was coming through. Beautiful, beautiful soul, her personality especially. And so it's just, I wanted to answer that. Let's see. There was some more. Let's see. Oh, here was another one. My mom passed away 1.5 years ago. It was horrible, but I had a dream that I was walking inside this large mall type area. It was all different shades of white. Lots of people was moving around. I was not sure if they were walking or floating. My mom come up to me on my side, smiled, and we hugged. It felt so real. She told me that my father was very proud of me, that I traveled somewhere, or was this a visitation? I felt it within my core when I could tell you that that was a visitation from her. I feel like okay, this is the best way I can explain it. I've been this way since I was 3, right? I didn't know what was going on, that kind of thing. But I feel like we all kind of feel things, and that kind of thing. But I believe that at a young age, this is just the best way I can explain it. And I don't even know if I'm going to explain it the best I can, but when we're young and we learn about like ghosts or like, scary movies and that kind of thing, we all go, ooh, and that kind of thing. And yes, there is negative energy out there and there's bad energy out there. Absolutely. But what I'm getting at is we accidentally, some of us, the best way I can explain it to you is like we accidentally put up a shield around us, like, oh, that kind of thing. And when you're sleeping, when you're asleep and people come through in dreams and, you have loved ones come and visit you in dreams and that kind of thing, it's because you don't have that shield around you anymore. They're able to come through in dreams. You're a little bit more open than what you would have been if you're standing there, that kind of thing. So I do believe that you did have a visit. Absolutely. Sometimes, of course, it can just be a dream. We want our loved ones so bad, and sometimes it can just be a dream, but sometimes it can be a visit. And I feel like you'll know the difference because you'll almost feel like you felt them. You can still smell them, like you remember the details. Most dreams, you can't really remember details, or you do, and then eventually it like fades away. You don't really remember. But a visitation, you'll remember everything. You'll feel it. That's the best way I can explain it. You know what I mean? And can children see, like, you know, how like you see like babies like looking up? Sometimes it's just their gas, like for real. Like babies have gas, whatever, you know. But I believe all children are gifted. All children are sensitive. 1,000%. Not everybody's going to agree with me, but I'm telling you, all children are gifted. They all see, all babies see, they're gifted. Even your animals can see energy, they see spirit, all of that. But usually children grow out of it around the ages 4 to 5. So some of you'll start to notice the difference of like, oh, they're talking. Now, sometimes it's just imaginary friends. Like, yes, sometimes we do have a vivid imagination and it can just be an imaginary friend. But you'll notice that they'll either kind of stop, you know, saying weird stuff about your great grandma that they didn't know about, you know, or whatever the case. They'll stop around 4 to 5. I say they either grow out of it or they're going to grow into it. So I believe that as well. That was one of the questions as well. Also, let's see. So yeah, they either grow out of it or grow in it. I unfortunately grew in it. And someone also asked, like, do they wish that, like, I've had this question many times, do they hope that my kids do what I do and like, and that kind of thing. And the way that I've had that multiple times, like, does my kids have gifts and that kind of thing, you know, the way I see it is if they do, it's just, I don't feel like it would be right for me to share that publicly. I believe that if my kids were gifted, if they have what I have, you know, or do what I do or whatever, I believe that if it is meant for them and if God leads them in that pathway, and what I mean by that is urged by God, only by God, by nothing else forcing them to do anything, it strictly comes from God, then I would approve of it and, you know, that kind of thing. But I would never force this upon my kids, you know. I try to do little videos like TikToks and that kind of thing, kind of showing you my regular life and that kind of thing, because I never force this on my kids. I never, you know, it's not scary here in my house. It's a, you know, it's a chaotic, kids running everywhere, me trying to cook, do laundry, you know, own a business, that kind of thing. I'm a very busy person, but I never like force this upon my children or anything such as that. But I will say that, and this is just me being a mama and being protective, and this is really bad to say this, but I feel like I can be an open book with y'all. I hope that my kids don't. I hope that they can live normal lives. And what I mean by that is I love being me and that kind of thing, but it is also very exhausting. And I feel like it's just exhausting. And for years I thought it was a curse. And when I finally prayed about it and said, I can't do this anymore, I'm either going to go public and be me truly, or hide from the world, you know, that kind of thing. I'm very thankful that I went public with this. If I had a second chance to do it over, I'd still go public because I believe that I have helped lead people to God. That is the ultimate reason I do what I do, is to show people that there's a heaven. I do not want people to lean on me. I want people to know that with what I do, that they can lean on God fully, and that your loved ones are safe and happy, and they'll learn about heaven and, you know, that kind of thing. That's ultimately the reason why I went public with this. But I'm not going to say that it's not hard. Physically, emotionally, I have to learn how to, if I had sessions for the day, I usually hurt, I'm drained, just physically, it takes a toll. There's been times, it's very rare, there's been times like if I'll do an event and it lasts for 7 hours, I'll sometimes have nosebleeds from it. So it's like, sometimes it can be really, really, really draining. But that's just something that I have to learn how to like. I've learned that when I do stuff like this and I do readings for the day and it's very, very long and that kind of thing, I will go take me a very hot bath with Epsom salt, and then I'll physically, emotionally, in my mind, all the anxiety for that day or the sadness that they encountered or the healing as well, because it's very healing. It's not sad. It is sad, but it's very healing as well. I'll take all of that and I'll kind of like push it out. You know, I can't carry that. And I've had to learn how to not carry people's sadness, if that makes sense. And if you're an empath, and I believe that we all are really, that you understand that. That's why some of you, you're very sociable and you're like, oh, hi. But it just drains the crap out of you just going to Walmart, being around people. That's why sometimes you're happy and then you get around certain people and you get the ick because you feel it, right? So it is very draining, but I'm just learning how to not carry people's sadness. Um, Separate that. It's important to separate my work from me and my family and that kind of thing. And that's just something that I'm still learning to do, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, Rachel, got to have healthy boundaries. I've never been good at that. So, I'm learning that. My mom was always saying, grow a backbone. You gotta grow a backbone. And I'm like, I love everybody. Even if they hurt me, I still love them. But it's just who I am, you know? So yeah, just sharing with y'all some of the struggles and stuff. But 1,000%, I love doing this. It's just this is who I am, you know? Um, but I'm so thankful that y'all are here. But I do look, I want to get on here. I want to get on here and talk with y'all. There might be nights I get on here and I don't do readings. I don't know. We don't know how it's going to end up. But I hope that you still get on here, tune in, engage with me, support me, that kind of thing. It does mean a lot to me. Hey, Jeannie. Well, y'all, I hope that y'all all have a beautiful weekend and have a wonderful, wonderful, happy Mother's Day. And if you're struggling, if your mama's in heaven, um, or if you have, a child in heaven and that kind of thing, I just want you to know that I sincerely love you and I'm going to be praying so hard for you. And I hope that that day you can go outside or go find something that brings you joy, even if it's just for 20 minutes. I want you to look around and then I want you to listen to me. I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. If you're struggling, especially on Mama's Day, okay, I want you to get a little notebook and I want you to write to the person that you miss. Maybe it's your mama. Maybe it's your baby. Maybe it's somebody that is dear to your heart. But I want you to write a letter to them. And I want it to be personal. I want it to be whatever you need to say to them. If it's something that you need to say to them, maybe it's something that you didn't get a chance to say. I want you to write to them on Mother's Day, okay? And then I want you to wrap it up. I want you to kiss it. And I want you to put it somewhere safe, okay? And then I want you to think of them in your mind. And I want you to try your hardest to release that heaviness that you're feeling. And then I want you to bring joy into your day. Find something beautiful and I want you to soak it in, okay? Because you deserve that. We can cry, we can grieve every single day. We can mourn, and we're going to. I'm not the type of person to look at you and tell you, oh, just give it time. Now, time sometimes will make it a little bit lighter, but it doesn't always make it easier. And you will unfortunately grieve for the rest of your life, unfortunately. But there will be days where it's a little bit lighter, okay? But I also want you to know that just because you're missing your love, and you're missing someone, like I miss my daddy, and maybe you're missing someone, you still deserve happiness. You still deserve all the joy in your life because you still have a life to live, and your loved one would want that for you. They would want that. So if anything, I hope that you take it and I hope that you go, okay, they would want me to smile today. They would want me to eat and not feel guilty. Maybe cook a favorite meal of theirs, something that you've not been able to because, it's been hard. My daddy's was cinnamon rolls, the orange flavored ones. I finally had them. It was hard to do, but I did it. So maybe for Mother's Day, you can do something in memory of them and enjoy it and laugh and smile and remember all the good things. Because one day, if you have God in your heart, and I know that you do, you'll be with them. You'll be with them one day. But until then, you have that one life. So truly live it and engulf all the beauty around you. Okay. Well, I love all of you so much. I'll be back. I will try to come back this coming week. I will let everybody know ahead of time that I'm going to be live, that kind of thing. And I hope that you can be a part of it. And thank all of you for being here tonight. If I was able to connect for you, thank you for validating and just giving me a chance. And have a beautiful Mother's Day and a beautiful weekend. I love all of you so much. Thank y'all. All right.